ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरम् गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। Let us chant from 17 Ahankaradi.
Yes.
Okay. Ahankaradidehantan
Ahankaradidehantan
bandhan ajnanakalpitan
bandhanajnanakalpitan
swaswarupavabodhena
swaswarupavabodhena
moktumichha mumukchuta.
moktumichhamumukshuta
Ukta sadhana sampannaha
uktasadhana sampannaha
tattva jijñāsuratmanaha
tattvajijñāsuratmanaha
upasidhet gurum pragyam
upasidet gurum prajñam
yasmad bandha vimokshanam.
yasmad bandha vimokshanam
Shrotriyo vrijino kamahato yo brahma vittamaha
श्रोत्रियो वृजिनो काम हतो यो ब्रह्मवित्तमः
brahmanyuparatah shantah
ब्रह्मण्योपरतः शान्तः
nirindhana iva nalaha
निरिन्धन इवानलः
अहेतुकदया सिन्धुः
अहेतुकदया सिन्धु
बन्धुरानमतां सताम्.
बन्धुरानमतां सताम्.
Yeah, so we were studying this shloka, number 19 in my book, which is number 34 and 35 in the original text of Shankaracharya. श्रोत्रियः अवृजिनः अकामहतः यः ब्रह्मवित्तमः. We were looking at it last time. Brahmani uparatah. So the Shrotriyaha and Brahmavittamaha. So it's an important, commonly used expression. It comes likely from Mundaka Upanishad, where the words are used. Parikshalokan karmachitan nirvedamayat brahmanaha nasti akritaha kritena. We're going to see it shortly in the Mundaka. And then tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva vigachet. Shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Two words are used. Samit panihi. So, just a quick recap. So there was some confusion. Shrotriya, we saw somebody who has learned the Shastram properly. Only a person who has learned the Shastram properly can communicate it. Because the person understands all the pitfalls of words. The whole life we have got conditioned by so many things. Vedanta is all deconditioning process. So only by learning it properly, that person will understand how to teach. What should the teacher be careful about, and how the teacher can understand where the student is. All this will come only through Sampradaya. Okay, that is one part. Then other part is Brahmavit Tamaha or Brahmanishtaha. Okay, Brahmavit, one who knows Brahma is Brahmavit. And one who knows Brahma and Tamaha, they say. Tamaha means, well, knowledge is easy to get, actually speaking. But to really make the knowledge manifest in one's life, when I see situations, I panicked before. Now, situation should not create a panic attack in the person, even though knowledge is there. That 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 knee-jerk reactions will be there. And so, how does this person bring the knowledge to manifest in the person's life? Even though I know everything is Brahma. And so that process is what? Jnanam to Jnana Nishta. So Jnana Nishta is talked about there. Brahma with Tamaha. All right. Now you talk about a person. A person who is a Shrotriya. A person who is a Brahmanishta. That is the way to ask the question. We should not say, oh, a Brahmanishta is not a Shrotriya. A Shrotriya is not a Brahmanishta. You should not talk like that. We are talking about a person. A person who is a guru means a guru must be a Shrotriya. Guru must be a Brahmanishta. That's what we are saying. And so, we shouldn't say Shrotriya can communicate, Brahmanishta cannot communicate. That's not correct. The Brahmanishta and Shrotriya are two separate attributes. Now we are talking about a person who should be a Shrotriya, Shakaracharya is saying, who should be a Brahmanishta. That is what is being said. So, a person who is only a Shrotriya need not be a Brahmanishta. A person who is a Brahmanishta will likely be a Shrotriya but need not be a Shrotriya. That is a way to understand it. So the meanings of the two words are kept safe, and we use it in our understanding of what a guru must be. Okay? So having said that, Brahmani Uparataha, we saw that also. Shantaha Nirindhana Ivanalaha. Shantaha. So next word is using is Shantaha. Shantaha. Shantaha, one who is peaceful. Who is peaceful. Outwardly also peaceful. Inwardly peaceful, all right. Outwardly also very obviously peaceful. Peaceful means what? Peaceful means he is free from ragadveshas. Ragadveshas are all are the things that are going to cause anxiety. Things that are happening outside and in the family and all that really cannot have the capacity to cause anxiety. But because I have strong ragadveshas, binding desires, things must be in a certain way. They must behave. My husband, wife should behave in this way. My children should be studying only in this way. And if I have that desire, then if the children do not study in that way, then I'm going to get stressed. So it is not the children that is causing stress. It is my insistence that certain things should be in a certain way. Nothing wrong in having the insistence that the high ideal should be there. High ideal should be there. But raga is there. Not understanding that things need not happen the way you expect them to be. Okay, so that raga dvesha is out there. But this guy being a akama hataha, not this guy, this person, woman or man, doesn't matter. person being akamahataha has to be a shantaha. And he gives an example of what a shanta person is. He's saying nirindhanaha ivanalaha. There are three words here. Nirindhanaha iva analaha. Three words are there. So analaha, you know what anal means? Analaha is a flame, is a fire. Fire, another name for fire is analaha. So Agni is there, but anal, it takes on the word anal. Alamna vidyate yasya iti analaha. In Sanskrit, there is a word called alam, alam. Alam means enough, enough, enough. So you went to somebody's home and they're offering you dinner and serving you dinner. And then they keep offering you and then you say enough. No, enough. So good hosts will make sure the guests are properly served, and so the guests will end up saying enough. That enough is called alam. Opposite of alam is called anal. Anal. Opposite. Anal. So that is our Rishi's way of explaining what fire is. Fire never says enough. I've consumed enough. Can fire say that? The fire will finish off one house and then we make friendship with the wind and say, come on, let's go to the next house. Correct? Or let's go to the next tree. That's all they will say. Fire will never say, my thirst is quenched. Not going to happen. That is the meaning of the word analaha. And Shankaracharya is using that word here. That fire which is nirindhanaha. Nirgataha indanaha yasya analaha tasya. Means what? Indan means fuel. Nirindanaha means absent of fuel. A fire from which you remove the fuel. Whatever be the fuel. Petroleum or gasoline or wood or paper or whatever it is that has the capacity to burn. If you get that out, then what will happen? Maximum you will have this hot embers can be there. Hot embers because there are some things that are heated up so much so that red hot pieces will be there. Maximum. But they will just die away. They'll die away. Maximum. And so that's what he's saying. Nirindhanaha ivanalaha. Indicating that there is nothing to burn. There is nothing. This person is a Brahmavit tamaha. And therefore, he is now Nirindanaha Ivanalaha Shantaha. It's an adjective to Shantaha. That is the kind of Shanti he has. That means there's no chance. You can't provoke this person. Provoking is not possible. Provoking requires fuel, and for him, the fuel is all over. There's nothing left. And so, that is being said here Nirindanaha Ivanalaha. See, Akamahataha, I made a note here. Swamiji gives an example for Akamahataha. He's giving the example of this cricket match series that happens in many parts of the world. And in India, it's also big. And 5-match series. And then 5 matches are there. And then whoever wins the best of 5, whoever wins 3 is the winner. And so, then what happened? Then India has won the first match. India has won the second match also. India has won the third match also. Then what happens? They play the fourth and fifth also, they will play. But who is the winner? When the Indian team is playing the fourth match, what kind of stress they are going to have? They are going to have no stress. No stress because they are winners. And so that is how it is, it seems. It means what? Game continues to go on, but there is absolutely no anxiety at all. Purnaha. Sampurnaha. Sampurna Purushaha. That is how they describe. And so So previously, the game was played with a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety is there. Game was played. Now also, is the game is played well, but guess what? It is played from the position of fullness, completeness, not from the position of incompleteness. That is the difference between the two. So, Shantaha. Then Ahetuka Daya Sindhu. What a word Shankaracharya is using. Yeah. This, you know what it is. Sindhuhu, Sagaraha, ocean. Sindhuhu, ocean. Ocean, Daya Sindhuhu, an ocean of compassion. Ocean of compassion. Because no longer the person is living to get something out of this world. There's nothing more to get. Krita krityaha abhavati saha. So, nothing to get, nothing to add to the resume, nothing to say, I've done this, I've done that, I have so many things more to do. Like that, such a thing doesn't exist. Even though the person is quite active, doing a lot of things. Swamijis are all there, they're doing a lot of things. But doesn't mean they are saying, if I don't do this, I will be dissatisfied, I will be incomplete, I will die a sad man. Like that, they're not going to say, no chance. So that kind of a Daya Sindhu, here Daya Sindhu, compassion, because they are like that, they're able to give. They are going to be able to be compassionate with anybody, really speaking. Even terrorists, they are compassionate. But dharma is there, so they will speak up against these activities also. Whatever punishment is there, one has to take. Compassion doesn't mean being foolish. So compassion is there, daya sindhu. And what kind of daya sindhu? Generally, when we are concerned about somebody, when somebody is in pain, then that we also pick up that pain. We feel that same pain that other person is going through, whether it's a family issue or a health issue or what have you, or job issue, and we feel the same pain. And then we will help them in a way we can help them. Yeah. So that kind of help is called, that kind of attitude is also compassion. It's sympathy. Sympathy means what? Same feeling. Samabhava. Same feeling is called sympathy. But what happened? I am helping the person. In that case, if I am in pain, I am helping the person is happening all right, but I also want to get rid of the pain in my heart. You understand what's going on? I am helping the person, but in that process, I want to get rid of the pain. So there is that also. I am painful. I want to get rid of the pain, and the way to do that is to help the person. Okay, and so that is called hetuka daya. Hetuka daya, a daya which has a cause, which has something in return, a daya from which I get something in return. What do I get in return? I also feel good. Previously, I was not feeling good at all. I can't handle the person suffering like this, and therefore now I'm better. Okay, something, an expectation of something in return. But here, talking about this Brahmavit Tamaha Shantaha, that person also has daya. That person understands the pain the other person is going through, but the person himself, herself is not pained by that. Not pained by that, not affected by that, like a doctor. Like a doctor meeting a patient. Patient is in pain, but the doctor is not pained to see the patient. Doctor cannot afford to be pained to see the patient. The doctor is objectively looking at the person. What is going on? What exactly is the problem? Doctor is insulated from the pain of the person. Okay? Including all the masks and all that. That insulation also is there. Physical insulation is also there. Mental insulation is also there. Only then the person can be objective. Exactly understand what the problem is. If the doctor also is affected and both of them start crying, then where is the doctor? Doctor is not there. So, like that, this person is a ahetuka daya sindhu, a person who has no reason to be compassionate, no reason. Just because the person is like that, just because. Just because. You know, the kids in America, they used to say this, I remember. And they used to argue with them, why are you doing this? Just because. Just something like they use some expression, I forgot now what, just because, I think. Because something they argue, parents and children argue. Because something they say. All of you know.
Because they just say cause.
There will be cause.
Cause, correct. Cause. Which I don't know the reason. Stop asking me this question. So, here, Ahetuka Daya Sindhu, cause, and compassionate cause. That's what it is. Okay. Then, he uses another word here. Bandhuhu Anamatam Satam. Bandhuhu. Bandhu, simple word it is. It's a friend of anybody. Friend. It's what? We need people. The more I interact with people, I find one thing very clearly. You need a person that can listen to you. That can listen to you without making any judgments. That's all. Just somebody feels comfortable. You need somebody who won't judge you and who won't give unwarranted advice. All this, everybody gives advice constantly. Everybody is judging me constantly. So I'm tired. And so suddenly, when you meet a person like this person that Shankaracharya is explaining, then Bandhu, I am comfortable talking to the person about anything. Because I'm free in the presence of that person. Only such a person is a Bandhu. So, friend, you can say benefactor of all those people who come to this person, to him or her. Anamatam Satam. Satam An. Who is he? Who is this guru? A bandhu of, that is being said here. Satam. Satam means people who are dharmic people. Dharmic people. The person is compassionate to others also, no doubt. A friend to others also. But that person to others, if they're not dharmic, then the person is going to be truthful and will say, we're not dharmic. And the other person may not think he's a friend, because people are looking for justification. If somebody says, yeah, go ahead and do it, even though it is wrong, people may be looking for that. So here, Satam, Satpurusha Nam, here Satpurusha means dharmic people. And who have surrendered to the person. Anamatam, Namat, Namaskaram, Namaha. Who have come to them. Anamatam, Sanskrit students. Anamat, Anamatoho, Anamatam. Shatru Pratyaya. Apurvaka Nam Dhatu, Shatru Pratyaya. Sanskrit students. So for those who have surrendered, those who have done namaskara to them, those who have done namaskara means what? Those who have that attitude that, you know what, I am coming here for some help, because next is going to come. Next Guruvara is going to come. And the student is expressing the dilemma, the trouble that the student is in. And so for such people who have surrendered, this person is a bandhuhu, satam anamatam, for those dharmic people who have surrendered, who have done namaskara to this person, who have taken refuge in this person, to this person. That's what is being said here. So what is this shloka telling? This shloka is telling, after having told so much about the Shishya, Adhikari, you must have this, you must have that, Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dhamma, etc. So much was said, Mumukshutvam. So big list is given. for the adhikari. Now Chakra is saying Guru also has to have some qualities. These are the qualities. Okay, so that was mentioned in this shloka. Let us okay, there is one more shloka. Okay, let's read that and then we'll translate this. Tam Aradhya, let's chant that. Tamaradhya Gurum Bhaktya
तमाराध्य गुरुं भक्त्या
Prahva Prashraya Sevanaihi
प्रश्रयसेवनैः
Prasannam Tamanuprapya
प्रसन्नं तमनुप्राप्य
Prached Jnatavyamaatmanaha.
प्रच्छे ज्ञातव्यमात्मनः
Once again, Tamaradhya Gurum Bhaktya
तमाराध्य गुरुं भक्त्या
Prahva Prashraya Sevanaihi
प्रश्रयसेवनैः
Prasannam Tamanuprapya
प्रसन्नं तमनुप्राप्य
Prached Jnatavyamaatmanaha.
प्रच्छे ज्ञातव्यमात्मनः
Yeah. So Tam Aradhya. So now the how that adhikari, that shishya, should approach the teacher is being said here. Very interesting. This is all traditional. This is all traditional. Not like today, these days. I heard that you're teaching uh, scriptures. Can I join your WhatsApp group? So, can I join my WhatsApp group? Means what? If you join my WhatsApp group, you will understand everything. Is that what you mean, or what is this? I don't know. So that's not the way here. Here he's talking. Tam Aradhya Gurum Bhaktya. So much is being said here. So traditional Gurukulam practice is being talked about here, and Tam Gurum Aradhya. Tam Guru. That kind of a person, that kind of a Guru that was described in the previous shloka. Tam Gurum Aradhya. Aradhya. Aradhanam Kritva means having worshipped that person. Means that attitude must be there. Bhaktya. Bhaktya Aradhya. Hey, the attitude, what is the attitude with which I am approaching this person? This person is supposed to solve all my problems. The fundamental problem I have, this person is supposed to help me with. Okay. Why fundamental problem? Because the Shishya is an adhikari. Shishya is not going to come to the Guru for some silly small things. Okay. So, therefore, Tam Aradhya, because society also will know these are the types of people that are there, and you go to that person, they will teach you like that. The community will say all these things, and the community also treats the person like that. It is not just one person treating a person with respect, not like that. The community knows it. Therefore, here he is saying Aradhya Aradhanam Kritva. So Pujayitva ityarthaha. Pujayitva. Hey, go do namaskar and take some fruits or something in the hand. Those days they say you should take a lemon and all that. And some sampradaya is there. Samit Panihi, Mundaka Upanishad says, those are all indicators, traditional indicators of bhakti. And then do namaskar and then wait your turn out. Wait out your turn because a lot of people are there, and so wait it out. Don't just barge in, as they say. Wait your turn out. All those things are there. We don't say protocol. Protocol sounds a little some can say protocol, but these are all the attitude. The attitude is so important. So, Bhaktya Gurum Aradhya. So, that all that qualities come into manifest. Shraddha. Shraddha is there. Shamadama is all there. Shraddha is also there. So, all that is going to now begin to manifest, because now a relationship is going to begin. And the student also has high expectations and aradhya. So it doesn't mean one has to do puja and all those things, but you have to have that attitude. And so he's explaining now how aradhya. How should I do that? Prahva prashraya sevanaihi. Tritiya vibhakti. In the following manner. Prahva prashraya sevanaihi. Prahva. Prahva means bowing down. Prahvi bhavaha. Bowing down means, yeah, namaskar. That is a physical indication that there is something in you that I worship, I respect. And doing namaskar to another person is not there in other cultures. Very strange it is. Very strange. So only our culture we have this. Eastern cultures only you have this bowing down and so forth. And bowing down, normally itself we do namaskar to our elders. And here the person need not be an elder. Even for a person who is younger than us, we can bow down. So that prahva bhavena, prahvena, and then prashraya. Prashraya, another interesting word Shankaracharya is using. Prashraya. Prashraya means just the politeness, well-mannered. Just the basic protocols we use between people. Here also same thing. Well-mannered, courteous. Body language also is important. Yeah. And so that whole person is coming. And so everything is important here. And prashrayaha, well-mannered. And then sevanaihi. Sevanaihi. And then doing seva, literally seva, means being ready to help. Being ready to help. Because this is again traditional Gurukulam setting. Person has come. Most likely the person is going to stay with the Guru. He will become an Antevasi. She will become an Antevasi. Antevasi means what? Staying with the teacher. It's called an Antevasi. So Sevanaihi, come with the attitude of serving. Okay. And so we know that famous Indra Prajapati story. And Eka Adhika Shatavarshani Brahmacharyam Uvasa, correct? 101 years they came, Indra and Prajapati. Indra at least was there. Prajapati I think was not there that long. The 32 years or something he left. 32 plus 32 plus 32, 96 plus 5, 101. So be ready to serve. That's the idea here. So that is when this ankara, which has become dridam over the years. Dridam means it has become taken as such a shape that it has to be loosened. It has to be loosened somewhat. And so, sevanaihi. And when you say prahva prashraya sevana, we are reminded of tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Right? Pranipata, prahva, pranam karna. Okay, prahvi bhavaha. Pranipatena pariprashnena prashraya, well-mannered, means asking the right questions there in Bhagavad Gita. Pariprashnena, ask some significant questions. Everybody else can help you with so many things, but here, why ask some basic questions to a guru? Okay, ask some very significant questions about life, about yourself. What exactly is the problem you're facing? All that, pariprashnena, here prashraya. And then sevaya, Krishna says there. Krishna borrows it. And Shankaracharya borrows this one from there. It looks like it. Sevanayi, sevaya, he says there. Okay? And so, yeah, because you have not come to the ashram to enjoy the nature and all that. This guy has not come to do that. Oh, it's beautiful. Hey, good, let it be beautiful. But what have you come here for? Not for time pass, not for just enjoying having some good sattvic food in the ashram. In our advertisement, we said last time sattvic food and be in the presence of peacocks and this and that. Yeah. That is all we say in our advertisement bulletin. All these things, we put all these things to attract people. But this guy is an adhikari. He is not going to see peacocks and all that. And he can enjoy peacocks, but he has come for something very important. And so, even there are people who come to an ashram, not just an adhikari who have taken sannyasa. That sannyasa is called what? Vividisha sannyasa. Means so taking sannyasa in order to study, in order to get thorough with this. Sannyasis are there doing seva. Why should I not go there and do seva? Okay. And so this is a very big thing for anybody who comes there. And even a guru, even the guru is doing seva, really speaking. The guru is doing seva to his or her own guru. And that seva is teaching. Teaching is the best dakshina one can give to the guru. And so, guru also is doing seva only. Therefore, there's the question of why I should not help does not arise at all. And be there ready to save and he. And if that happens, if that is the attitude with which the student comes, then what happens to the guru? Prasannam, prasann ho gaya, prasannam gurum tam. Person is happy. Happy means what? There's no reason to be sad. But now the guru also has understood this without even talking. The guru is beginning to appreciate everything. Prasannam. Like our Kathopanishad mein, like our Yamadharma Raja. While he was teaching, right? He probably did not begin teaching. Yeah. And because Nachiketa showed that maturity, and none of the attractions, none of the goodies attracted him. And then he basically said, Anyatra Dharmat, and just went all the way. And then he started teaching, and at one point, Yama says, you know what Yama says? Twadring no Nachiketa Bhuyan. Okay? Twadring no Bhuyan Nachiketa Prashta. Like that he says. Kathopanishad. 1.2.9 if you want to make a note. Prashta means a person who asks questions. Okay. May we have more students like Nachiketa. Like that he says. Prasanna. Yama is very happy. My God. Who will not want to teach a person like Yama, like Nachiketa? Okay. So Prasanna. We recall those things. So, prasannam. That's why Shishyasteham, Shadimam, Tvam, Prapannam, they're Prapannam. But Shishya, be clear what you want. Everywhere clarity is required. Wherever anything we do, we need clarity of what we want. And so here also, that clarity, if I express to my Guru, the Guru has to be happy, no doubt. So, prasannam. Then, priched atmanaha jnatavyam. Atmanaha. Here Atma is not this Nirguna Atma and Sachidananda Atma. Atmanaha means one's own Nyatavyam. Whatever the questions that person has, one's own questions, one's swasya prashnani, one's own questions, priched. May one ask. May that student ask that those questions that are there in the mind. Priched. Atmanaha jnatavyam. One, that whatever is there in the mind that's troubling the person and for which this person wants answers. Okay, priched. Then you ask. Like that he said. So in Prashnopanishad, there is an Upanishad called Prashnopanishad. And there also there is a statement here. Look at this. Samvatsaram samvatsyata. Samvatsaram samvatsyata. The teacher says, okay, spend the next year here. Next year. The teachers are never in a hurry. Never in a hurry. Crash course in Vedanta. I think I should think about a crash course in Vedanta. Everything is taking 5 years and 4 years and all that. You should have a crash course, I think. But no, those days they did not believe in crash courses. Samvatsaram samvatsyata. Okay, hang around for a year. Okay. And then what? After that, yatha kamam prashnan prichhata. Yatha kamam. Like here he says, Atmana jnatav. Yatha kamam means whatever your mind says that you have doubts about. Prashnan prichhata. Okay. Ask. Yatha kamam. Anything you want, you can ask. After that 1 year. Okay. Then teacher says, Yadi vijnasyamaha. If we know the answers to those questions, then sarvam havo vakshyamaha. Sarvam, then we will tell everything. Imagine Swamiji telling us, if I know the answer, I will tell you. How does it look? It's like going to a math teacher and saying, please teach me mathematics. Okay, if I know math, I will teach. Something like that. What are you talking about? And so, this is what the teacher says. That means the teacher is saying, you also must be clear. You must be clear. It's not that I don't know, but you also, 1 year when we spend time like this, the 1 year is supposed to make me a different person. Already a transformation must have happened. And so, Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhukti Mukti Pradata. So interesting usage it is. Mukti is moksha. Bhukti is dharma, artha and kama. So a guru will give both dharma, artha, kama and moksha. That's what that shloka says. Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. But here also this time is given. So it is a period, the 1 year, samvatsaram samvatsyata. Hey, you can also check out the ashram. You can also check me out. I will also check you out. Okay, it's a mutual. They have this. What is it called? That initial period, probation. That's what it is. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm forgetting all these words. This job words and all. I'm forgetting. I think I should talk to more youth. I think. Anyway, that probation period is there. Samvatsaram samvatsyata there in Prashnopanishad. So here, of course, Shankaracharya is abridging all that and saying, Priched Atmanaha Jnatavyam. And the next shloka, we will see now the whole scene is going to change. Okay? And before that, let's translate these two shlokas, 19 and 20. Having worshipped with devotion, that teacher, and then put a hyphen. A lot of words are going to be there now after the hyphen, which explains the teacher, describes the teacher. The one who has studied the Shastras who does not have papam, comma, who does not have papam, comma, who is not affected by desires, who is a knower of Brahman, who is a knower of Brahman, with the mind resolved, with the mind resolved in the knowledge of Brahman, who is calm like the fire, who is calm like the fire that does not have any more fuel, who is calm like the fire that does not have any more fuel, comma, who is an ocean of compassion, who is an ocean of compassion, without any reason, who is an ocean of compassion without any reason, who is a helpful friend, who is a helpful friend to the seekers, who salute him with appreciation, to the seekers who salute him with appreciation. Okay, got that? Now you put a hyphen. So everything between the two hyphens describe the guru. One must approach him who is pleased by the service, within brackets done to him, with a proper attitude Okay. Now the translation I'm going to give is different from what I explained in class. Explain. Atmanaha jnatavyam. Swasya jnatavyam, I said. So Paramarthananda ji says that. Here Pujya Swamiji says Atma is referring to Atma itself. Atmanaha jnatavyam means ask about Atma. That's what is going to come here. Okay. So with a proper attitude and ask him as to what is to be known about oneself, and ask him as to what is to be known about oneself. Okay. and ask him as to what is to be known about oneself. Okay, everybody got that? Yeah. Good. So let's read the next shloka. Durvara samsara davagnitaptam
Durvara samsara davagnitaptam
dodhuyamanam duradrishtavatai
dodhuyamanam duradrushtatvaihi
भीतं प्रपन्नं परिपाहि मृत्योः
bhitam prapannam paripahi mrutyoho
शरण्यमन्यं यदहं न जाने
sharanyaman daham na jane
शरण्यमन्यं यदहं न जाने
sharanyamanyam yadaham na jane.
Yeah, once again. Durvara samsara davagnitaptam
Durvara samsara davagnitaptam
dodhuyamanam duradrishtavatai
dodhuyamanam duradrashtavataihi
भीतं प्रपन्नं परिपाहि मृत्योः
bhitam prapannam paripahi mrutyoho
शरण्यमन्यं यदहं न जाने.
sharanyamanyam yadaham na jane.
Good. Yes, here you have to. Now it is the student's turn to talk. Okay, nobody has spoken, really speaking. Teacher also has not spoken. Now the dialogue is starting. From now onwards, from this shloka number 21 till 104 in our list, which is the same as 35 to 575 in the original list, original text. 35 to 575 is a dialogue between the teacher and the student. That dialogue begins here. Begins here with the student asking a question. So you can add here Shishya Uvacha. Like Arjuna Uvacha in Bhagavad Gita, here you can say Shishya Uvacha. The following words are being next to few shlokas, Shishya is going to talk. Okay. And as you know very well now that many of you studied many texts, including Bhagavad Gita and some Upanishads. In Bhagavad Gita, the Shishya and the Guru names are obvious. Krishna is the Guru and Shishya is Arjuna. And like that, in Mundaka we are studying. Mundaka, who is the student?
Shaunaka.
Shaunaka. And the teacher is?
Brahma.
Teacher is?
Actual
No.
no, sorry.
Upanishad Angirasa. Correct.
Angirasa.
Angirasa.
Shaunako Havai Mahashalaha Angirasam Angirasam Paripapracha Vidhivad Upasannah Paripapracha. Look at that. Vidhivad Upasannah. Vidhivad Namaskritva Prahva Prachraya Sevanaihi Okay, Vidhivat Upasanna, there Vidhivat. Shaunaka, who is the son of Shunaka, approached Angirasam, Vidhivat Upasanna, and immediately asked the question, Kasminnu Bhagavo Vijñate Sarvamidam Vijñatam Bhavatiti. Question already asked. Here he said Prichet, and we'll see what the student is going to do. This is more elaborate text, so it won't be a one-line question and all that. I mean, it won't be a one-line dialogue. So there we have Shaunaka and Angiras. Chandogya Upanishad, you're going to have Uddhalaka is the father. Father himself becomes guru. Student is Shvetaketu. And Yajnavalkya is going to teach Maitreyi in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and other teachings are also there. And what else? And Taittiriya Upanishad is there. Bhrugurvaivarunihi Varunam Pitaramupasasara. Here also son father duo. Okay, Bhrugu approached his father Varuna. Okay, so like that names are given. Here Shankara is explaining the process, so the names are not that important. And in Kena also is there Keneshitam. Students question straight away, and but names are not given there in the Kena Upanishad. So here, having done the introduction, what is the problem? What is dharmartha kama? What is moksha? How is moksha different from dharmartha kama? What is karma, action, and what is jnanam? What can karma accomplish and what can karma not accomplish? Everything was talked about so nicely. Shankaracharya systematically brings that. Ato vichara kartavya. Initially he says, what is it? Chittasya shuddhaye karma. Like that he brings. And then natu vastu upalabdhaye. Not for vastu upalabdhi. For Brahma upalabdhi, karma has no sense. You have to drop karma completely. And so he said that. And therefore, ato vichara kartavya. Therefore, you have to inquire into this teaching. All that was said. And now the student is approaching the teacher. Okay, that's how we understand this. And no different from again that Mundaka Upanishad sloka we will study later. Pariksha lokan karmachitan nirvedamayat brahmanaha. Pariksha lokan, this person who is approaching the teacher also is an adhikari. Lokan pariksha, having analyzed one's experiences. Pariksha lokan karmachitan. And it's enough. The raw material for all of us coming to the Shastram. How are all of us coming to the Shastram? We have different experiences, different types of jobs, no jobs, nothing. Okay, husband, wife, so many experiences are there. How come we are coming here? It doesn't matter. We all have experiences. One thing that is common to all of us is we all have experiences. Up and down experience, Sukha Dukkha experience is there. Everything, everybody has it. That is it. That is a raw material for studying the Shastra, for understanding what the Shastra has to offer. All right. So Pariksha Lokan, Karmachitan, Nirvedamayat, Brahmanaha. Nirvedamayat means that Vairagyam that Shankara talked about, that person got it. Brahmanaha. Now he's got a Brahman. Now only. Even though even before also he was a Brahmana, he was doing puja and all these things, he was doing daily Sandhya Vandanam and all he was doing. That maybe that kind of Brahmana. But now that Brahmanatvam is of no use. No use. Here the Brahmanatvam is this Viveka Vairagya Brahmanatvam. Okay. Do you understand that there is something called Atma which is different from Anatma? Yes or no? The answer is yes only. A person can hear Shastram in Mundaka says Brahmana. He gives that word he uses. Sa Guru me Babi Gachet. May you go approach a Guru who is a Shrotriya Brahmanishta. We saw that. So here also, now the student is approaching. And he is expressing himself. He is telling the teacher what is the problem. What is the problem? Okay. And so, Durvara Samsara Davagni Taptam Dodhu Yamanam Duradashtavatehi. Okay, a lot of words are there here. Many of you will also understand what it is. Taptam. The first word ends with taptam. So I am affected. Tapas also comes from tap, the same root. Tap. Taptam means I'm afflicted. I have a disease and I'm affected now. Okay. And samsara davagni tap. That is my disease. I'm affected by this disease called samsara. And the word tap is very commonly used in the Shastram. And there are three kinds of tapaha. Tapatrayam, we all know that. And so this adhyatma tapam or adhyatmika tapam, correct? This is all my physical and mental problems, physical and emotional problems. That is all self, which is there in the body itself, body, mind, sense complex. All the problems of the mind, sense complex is adhyatmika tapam. Means the difficulties that are related to my body, mind, sense complex. It's called adhyatmika tapam. Second tapam is adi bhautika tapam. All people surrounding me, things surrounding me, all kinds, those things also can create problems. Those things can create problems, will create problems constantly. Okay, allergy is there, allergy season. Allergy season means that's it, over. We have enough problems already. On top of that, these flowers also I can't enjoy. Why? Because pollen I can't handle. I don't know when I don't know if 100 years back they had these problems. Must be there, I think. But that also gone. Only season that I can enjoy is spring. And now flowers and pollen, I can't enjoy that spring season also. So the problems are there waiting, just waiting to just finish us off. So that is called Adi Bhautika Tapam. Anything you can point your finger to is called Adi Bhautika Tapam. And including people and all that. All right. Then what? Then Adi Devika Tapam. Adi Devika Tapam. Things over which you have no control at all. At least Adi Bhautika, some control is there. Some control we have. We can talk, try to sort out problems. But Adi Devika, so all these storms and earthquakes and all these natural forces of earth and of the universe, we have no control. That is all attributed to Devatas, Adhisthana Devatas, and therefore Adi Devika Tapam. This is called Tapatrayam. Tapatrayam. That's what he says here. Tapatrayam. I am a victim of these three tapas. Tapatrayam. And he is explaining a little more. He's telling samsara davagni taptam. Samsara taptam. Let's use samsara. Okay, samsara. So I am a victim of samsara, he says. And Guruji is probably nodding his head. Okay, I see. All right. That I've heard this before, And so, victim of samsara. And very interesting. The word samsara, I don't know if I mentioned it, but it comes from a root in Sanskrit called sri. Sri. Sri means to move, to go, in the sense of motion. Sri. So, Surya, sun, Surya, derived from the same dhatu, Sri, to move. Because sun also is moving, at least to our eyes, he's moving. And so, constantly on the move. Sun never stops. Therefore, he's one guy who just doesn't stop at all. And so, he's called Surya, coming from the root Sri, Surya. All right. Here, samsara also comes. This guy, this jiva, it seems also doesn't stop. Doesn't stop moving. Constantly on the move, jiva. I'm not talking about moving from place to place and globe-trotting, not that kind of movement. It is also movement from one janma to another janma. Constantly moving. How many janmas we have been traveling, and 4 more janmas are there like that for every human being. So that life is called samsara. Samyak sarati iti samsara. Samyak sarati. Sril sarati, to move. That person goes very well, it seems. Samyak. And so, samsara. This life is called samsara. I am a victim of samsara. Like that, the student is saying. And the student is explaining how the samsara is like. He's saying, Davagni samsara. Davagni. Dava means vanam, forest. Forest. So, Agni, Agni analaha. So, vananalaha. Vana agnihi. Forest fire. It is like a forest fire. And recently also we saw this California, this Hollywood and all, near those areas, they had fire. And it's going raging, just raging constantly, days and days it went on. And so, samsara davagni, that is the kind of problem I have. And so why don't you do something about it? People put out fires. Putting out fire, you know how it is. You have to put out fire somehow or the other. Seek some help. No, it is durvaraha. Durvaraha. It can't be put out. He's saying, dukkena varyate iti durvaraha. Vr is to cover, to conceal, to cloud, that kind of stuff. Varnaha, color, all that comes from the same root. Vr. Color, what does color do? Color covers. Something is, you say something is red in color, means that color covers the whole object. It covers everything else, conceals everything else about the object, and therefore varnaha. So that same here he is using that word durvaraha. Dukkena varyate. It is impossible to stop. This forest fire is impossible to put an end to. Durvaraha. So durvara samsara davagni taptam. And okay, but why do you say it is impossible to put out? People are all there, so many people are living. You are also a human being. Look, so many people are living. They are all managing their life somehow or the other. He says, Dodhuya manam duradrishtavatehi. No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. I am Dodhuya manam. This do. Do means kampana, trembling. Company, that is do that. So I am trembling, but this fire is something that makes me tremble. Dodhuya manam means I am trembling. Yes, referring to I only. I am trembling. And repeated trembling. It is not just today it happened, yesterday it happened, last week it happened, not like that. It's been going on for a long time. That long time is indicated by this word doduya. That ya indicates the long time. Varam. So see, that is why I'm telling you, this Sanskrit, when you know Sanskrit properly, then the whole life changes. The whole teaching changes, the way you look at words changes. Okay. There is a root, there is a suffix in Sanskrit called young, Y-O-U-N-G, like young. Okay. And that young suffix should be added whenever you want to express repetition, whenever you want to express continuity, whenever you want to express some excessive nature of something. So, dhu means to kampana, to tremble. And trembling constantly tremble. If you want to express the constancy, then you have to put the young suffix. So dhu young. Then mana is continuity. And so and then the dhu dhatu gets duplicated. Do ho gaya. Do gave birth to another as though, and it became two. And so there also two. And young also is saying repetition. So the whole word is dodhuya manam, means repeatedly affected, repeatedly targeted, repeatedly suffering. Dodhuya manam. But still I don't understand. Who is causing you to suffer repeatedly? Duradrishta vataihi. Vata means wind. Wind. Just like the forest fire can be put out all right, but if the winds are heavy, then even the humanity seems to be helpless. Even America is helpless. America, which can solve all kinds of problems, they also are unable to put out this fire. And what is this winds? What kind of winds you are talking about? Duradrishta. Duradrishta means adrishta. Adrishta is punyam. Duradrishta is papam. Papam. Dushtaha, adrishtaha, duradrishtaha. That prefix du means dushtaha. Dushtaha means inimical. Something that is not favorable, unfavorable. Unfavorable adrishta. By the winds of unfavorable adrishta called papa. That's the word we have. So that is how the student is choosing to express himself. He's going to say more, and we'll come back to it. But you can see how Shankaracharya has chosen these words, and the least we can do to salute Adi Shankaracharya is to properly understand these words. And so, thank you for being with me here in this class, and we'll continue this discussion in the next class. Okay? Ramas आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
धन्यवादः।